Hey guys, Vazzy back here, and today we're doing another video that is a little bit different than what we normally do here, but we are testing out and seeing what would happen if CM Punk was playing in the NHL. Punk himself is a huge hockey fan. He is from Chicago and is a massive Blackhawks fan. So I went through here, I tried to make him my best. I put him as a power forward. I think that would kind of be more his play style. But overall, I tried to recreate him and replicate him as best I could in game. Obviously, they're from Chicago, Illinois. Taking a look at his headshot here quick. It's not amazing. I'm not going to say it's great and it looks like him, but there's not too much here you can really do in the game to get it to look like him, so is what it is. And before we jump into the simulation here, let's take a look at some of his attributes and what I decided to give him here. So just like Pat McAfee simulation, we are giving him high franchise. All the speed stats, excel, agility are going to be a little bit lower. He is getting a little bit up there in age. He is going to be a shooter. His shot's going to be powerful, but again, not super accurate. I think that kind of goes with it in reality and all that. Strength 80, balance 85, just kind of mid. He's definitely aging on a little bit, still can go. Durability, he has been hurt quite a bit recently in the wrestling ring, so had to turn down that quite a bit. When it comes to aggressiveness and poise, I think you have to have those maxed out for him. He's clutch, but yeah, he's definitely very aggressive in the way he gets things done. In there, and offensive and defensive awareness, I just kind of have it at a mid 80. He's good all around, definitely aging out a little bit. Discipline with all the backstage incidents, definitely putting that at a 36. And fighting skill at a 99 overall for CM Punk. And then let's take a look at his X factors here quick. I decided to give him gold bouncer, silver close quarters, silver no contest, and silver truculence. Just kind of more of that power forward build. But let's put him on the Chicago Blackhawks here in game and see how he simulates in NHL 24. So when loading into franchise mode itself, I have decided to put CM Punk on the top line of the Blackhawks with Connor Bedard and Patrick Kane. So I did go out and sign Patrick Kane. He is one of his favorite players from back in the day, obviously when the Hawks were more dynasty. He was on that team, so I was like, why not pair him up with Bedard and Kane? Obviously the rest of the team here, not looking too great, pretty average, and very similar to what we're seeing in real life here. Krasinski Jones, top defensive pairing. Other than that, you have Murphy, but it's looking pretty weak overall. And goaltending wise, we have Peter Mrazek and Arvid Soderblom. I also did want to say here, I do have CM Punk on the power play 1, not that power play 1, and the penalty kill 1 here for this simulation. So let's get simulating and see how he does. So again, really the reason I'm making this video is his huge return Saturday night. If you're not a wrestling fan, you probably won't know what happened, but he is a guy who has been away from the WWE here for 9 years now, left in a lot of controversy, all that. Ended up coming back to wrestling here last year with AEW. Started out really good, got a lot of eyes on the product, everything was awesome, but had some backstage issues, couple of backstage fights. Yeah, definitely some interesting moments. Ended up getting fired there, I want to say in September, and then yeah, ended up re-signing a contract and made a huge surprise appearance here on Saturday night at the Survivor Series event. Personally, I was working during the time it happened, but I somehow managed to stay off Twitter and avoid all the spoilers. And when he came out, wow, that was a crazy moment for sure. Definitely let me know, what did you guys think if you're watching this event or just heard about it in passing, what you thought. Obviously, there's a lot of positives and negatives here to this situation. Some people love him, some people hate him. It's definitely a very talked about individual, and yeah, there's definitely a lot of thoughts on him for sure, to say the least. But it'll be interesting to see how he is being used here going forward. And kind of this, I'm assuming, last run here, as he is 45 now. Hasn't been able to stay super healthy of recent, so we'll see how he does here in his return to the WWE heading forward. But looking at the NHL simulation here, the Blackhawks actually aren't doing as bad as I thought. We're sitting at about a 500 record, a little bit below here as we get to the trade deadline. Just like normal, we are going to skip this here. We're not making any moves, nothing like that. See if we can do a quick win streak here after the trade deadline. I doubt it. Teams normally simulate a lot worse after that for whatever reason. I don't know why. As we're sitting at 31, 38, and 4 now. Definitely going to be missing a playoff spot here, but definitely simulating a little bit better than I thought we would here with the base Chicago Blackhawks roster. But yeah, it looks like we are going to finish off at 36, 42, and 4. And for the moment that we have all been waiting for here, let's take a look at the player stats and see how Punk did in his rookie season. So looking at forwards here, he actually did really, really good. Put up 29 goals, 38 assists, 67 points, 275 penalty minutes, decent on the power play, putting up 17 points, getting 22.5 minutes a night. He put up some really good stats. That was definitely better than we did when we did the Pat McAfee simulation. I'm assuming he probably led the league in penalty minutes. We'll definitely check that here. But even Connor Bedard, 67-point rookie season playing with Punk, that's not too bad for himself. But let's check the league here for penalty minutes. I'm assuming again he wins this, and yeah, he did pretty handily. More than 100 more than Foligno, who was the next closest, so it is something that is funny to see. I guess he was just going out there and brawling with everyone. But yeah, let's simulate to the end of the season here. I'll cut back to you guys when we have a result. We can take a look at the awards and the Stanley Cup playoff tree. So I have just simulated to the end of the season, and the New Jersey Devils have won the cup in this universe. Let's take a look at their road to the Stanley Cup here quick. So they beat the Winnipeg Jets here in 6 games, Buffalo Sabres in 7, New York Rangers in 6, and the Carolina Hurricanes also in 6 games. So that's a quick look at their road to the Stanley Cup here in this universe. And looking at the awards here, obviously we know a lot of the team ones. Jets Devils, McDavid does win the Art Ross, Hart goes to McKinnon, Fox, Marner, Leo Carlson does win the Calder, Hellebuck gets the Vezina. Overall, nothing too crazy here. Kopitar does get the Selke, interesting to see, and Ovi does get the Maurice Rocket Richard Trophy. So I think that is going to do it for today's video. Again, just a little bit of fun seeing how CM Punk would do here in the NHL. Definitely let me know if there's anyone else you want me to do this with in the future. But until then, I will see you all in the next video.